right, well, we would like to welcome everyone back to episode 3 of our podcast, which is the New Homeowner 101. And so in our last episode, we were talking about plumbing and about preventative maintenance tasks. And in our third episode, we want to continue our conversation about plumbing.
Oh.
So what we'd like to talk about today is, again, some more tips about what to do if the plumbing in your home, you're having issues with it draining.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 2 more instances where we needed to repair our drain lines. So we want to cover that. So first thing is we want to talk about when to call a professional. So again, if you joined us for episode 1 and 2, you know that we continue to have issues with the plumbing draining. So what we did was we consulted with a plumber because we had one piece of cast iron that was under the house that was not sloped properly. And so apparently what was happening was it was corroded inside. We had toilet paper being caught on it, and it was causing backups in the home. So Natalie, what did we decide to do then?
Well, we decided that we really needed to call a professional to come and replace that piece, because otherwise we were just going to keep having issues that could maybe lead to a bigger one.
And we came to that decision too because we knew we were going to need to replace it.
Yeah, eventually we were going to have to replace it anyway, so we figured we'd just get it done now. Yeah.
We'll just get it done. So I called the plumber. He came in. Actually, he had me take pictures of it, which was good. I took pictures of it. He gave me a quote. I liked the quote. We put it on the schedule. He came in and he replaced it, and he probably got it done in about
half a day,
4
maybe.
hours.
Yeah, I'd say half a day, yeah.
So then after that, everything was functioning pretty well. I think it was how long? Maybe 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's probably about 2 weeks. And then we heard the similar thing again. Similar problem. Yeah.
So then after replacing this cast iron piece, getting the slope of our drain line fixed and working properly, we still heard gurgling. We still had the toilet backing up.
Yeah.
And this is without, obviously throwing tons of junk down the toilet.
Right.
I mean, this was just normal toilet use and shower use because the shower was backing up too.
Right, yeah.
So at this point, what we did was we consulted with a friend of ours who is a handyman, and he encouraged us to check the air vents, which would have never thought about that. So he and I...
Yeah, we've never had one of those in the places that we've stayed in, or if we did, we didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So.
But he and I got on the roof, and the way the air vent works, if you have a straw and a soda, and you remember when you were a kid, if you put your thumb on the straw and you pull the soda out, then there's water that's still in the straw. And so that's the same premise that the air vent, that's how it works. So if your air vent is clogged, you're going to have cases where that water is still in the pipe and it's not flowing. Well, we didn't know, a home is basically a machine and it works like this. This is all new to us, but we're learning.
Plus, we had a lot of tree. We have 2 trees in the back. One in particular has the branches that we realized once you got up there go right over the drain pipe, and this tree is a pecan tree. So not only were there probably maybe tree leaves that were getting down there and branches and stuff, but pecans as well. So yeah, not good.
And literally, this branch was probably about 3 feet up from our 2 drain pipes, our air vents.
And those air vents are technically supposed to be covered. And so we got up there to also see if they were covered because we didn't know, and neither of them were covered.
So what we did, we got up on the roof. We used a manual snake. So really, this shouldn't cost you anything. if this is something that you decide to do, I would recommend it because really it doesn't cost you anything. We used the manual snake, which was about 75 feet long, and obviously we didn't need 75 feet, but we began snaking it down the air vent, and lo and behold, guess what? In the smaller of the two, the larger one really didn't have much clogged in it, but the smaller one, we ran into so many clogs. I think we probably cleared about 4 or 5 clogs in that air vent. So that really explained why our drain line was still having issues after we had done so much of that work.
Yeah, and if you have a manual snake, it won't cost you, or a friend that can loan you one. And then also, too, we realized the need to cover them. But that doesn't cost much either.
Again, yeah, it didn't cost much. We used a very simple screening, metal screening, and zip ties. And our handyman friend, him and I did it together. He showed me how to do it. Those of you, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll take a picture of it so you can see it. Or on our channel, I'll attach some pictures so you can see how it was done. It was very simple, and it was affordable. I mean, I was given some screening by Natalie's grandfather, so it really didn't cost us anything. But even if we had to buy the screening, it would be negligible.
Yeah.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, which is Inside Out Express Home Services. So if you live in the Piedmont Triad area, which is Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, we want to recommend Inside Out. Inside Out has over 40 different handyman and cleaning services that you can find on their website, which is insideoutexpress.com. You can browse through their selection of services, and what's really unique about Inside Out is that you can get a quote online on their website. All you need to do is just put in the information about your home and about the services you need, and they give you an instant quote. If you like the price, just go ahead and book it. Book it right there. You pick the day and time that you'd like their service providers to come and do the work. It's super easy. Go ahead and try it on InsideOutExpress.com. So, that is a little bit of our journey so far up to this point. Now, we haven't had too many issues since then. Every now and then we might have a small little clog, but really we've been a lot more secure in the plumbing issue. But what we want to do is this episode, we want to wrap up our discussion of plumbing, but we are going to have future episodes about plumbing.
Sure.
But what we want to do is we want to wrap up this small series with some of the reasons why you want to make plumbing one of your focuses when you are a new homeowner. Let's talk about resale value. Now, Natalie, how does having a properly functional plumbing affect the resale value?
Oh, well, that definitely makes a huge difference because, I mean, for us, by us replacing that cast iron pipe and not just keeping it and, making do with it and then turning around and selling the home later, by us replacing it, we've increased the value of the home. So now when we go to eventually sell the home, then we can charge more for it because now we have replaced and updated things that weren't updated before.
Right. And even also, too, when going to sell the home, it's going to get inspected again.
Right.
So these things aren't going to come up on the inspection report.
Right.
So that's very good. Now, how does it then help reduce the risk of water damage?
Oh, well, that makes a big difference because, now we don't have to worry about a pipe like corroding or splitting or breaking or anything like that. So we don't have to worry about water damage underneath the house. But we also don't have to worry about things backing up and then water damage inside the house too.
Yeah, interestingly, when I was under the house on many different occasions to help to really work on a lot of this plumbing, I did notice that around the bathroom was the flooring was completely replaced. Now on the crawl space floor on the ground, I found tons of decayed wood fragments. So apparently what had happened is Our home was built in 1963, but through the years of people owning this home, and they had constant backups.
Yeah.
Guess what it did to the flooring? It rotted away the floor joists. It rotted away the flooring. So when the seller had this home and flipped it, I can't even imagine how bad that bathroom was. He had to do some major repairs.
He sure did,
to that bathroom. So we don't want that happening to us. Now, how does our plumbing then help us with energy efficiency?
Well, definitely makes our water bill lower.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about a high water bill every month.
That's right.
And we're not wasting water too.
Yeah, which I think our water bill is like $10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it definitely helps us with energy efficiency and having a low water bill.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, one thing we want to conclude this episode with is that we know we've done a lot of talking up to this point. We've told you a lot of our experiences, but we want to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
We want to hear about what kind of plumbing experiences have you had with your new home. We want to hear from you about questions. Now, obviously, our home is unique, and we've learned that really every home is unique.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a home that's on a slab. You might have a 2-story home that has plumbing in the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our little home is it is what it is. It's a 1-story home on a crawl space. So we understand that what we had to deal with may be very different than what you are dealing with.
Mm.
So we want to hear from you. And maybe we can help you find the answers to it. So be sure to include in the comment section your questions and your experiences. And in future episodes about plumbing, we'd love to share, and we'd love to share the solutions that you found. So with that then, we also want to let you know too that everything that you've heard in episode 1 through 3, specifically focused on plumbing, we've included as a printable checklist. So you can download a printable checklist on our podcast page, and we want to make that available to you so that you can make sure that your plumbing is functioning properly and that you maintain the value of your home. Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else to add, Natalie?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, hey, once again, we want to thank you for joining our podcast for this episode, and we look forward to our next episode. Now, in our next episode, we're going to be completely switching gears. In our next episode, we are going to be talking about the subject of attics. Okay, so be sure to tune into our next episode, and we really very much appreciate you listening so far, and we hope that we have you back to visit again.
Mm-hmm.